tell you this right now. I'm not Alex Jones. He ain't Steve O'Bannon, but Trenchcoat Mafia sounds like a hell of a name for a podcast.
TCM.
So, first, I got to say the thing.
You do got to say the thing.
Here's the thing, dude. This is... I don't know. I don't remember what the thing is. I'll be goddamn. Put your hat on the floor mat and wipe off your boots.
Your Timbs, yeah.
Wipe your boots on the coat rack. And this is the manual.
Let's do it.
Hello.
Just don't
welcome.
take us seriously.
Shalom. Yeah. That part too. Don't take us seriously. As you can tell by the first 45 seconds, we are nothing to be took serious. So this one is a Spanish kid who's convicted of murder in Harlem. He's doing 15 years. He contacts this journalist. And the journalist then goes to see him.
Okay.
Which is where the clip comes in that I sent you.
Okay. You want that now?
Yeah, let's play that now.
Can I sit over here then?
No.
One of them instructs me where to sit at the table, across from where JJ will sit, not next to him. He says it's for my own safety. In case JJ does something, they want me near the door.
Even he get funny, whatever, you go right out the door.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm all right. Thank you.
Go right now, but he said in the event.
In the event, I'm taking the risk, though.
There she is.
No, you're not. I'm taking the risk. The door stays open, okay?
Yeah.
If y'all need anything, I'm Officer Cologne. I'm right out there.
Sounds good.
Now, this bird, this squawking bird, is the perfect example of what, at minimum, at what a lady CO is.
Okay.
Right? You can hear this guy walks into the jail as a stand-up citizen who's never committed a crime.
Right.
He's here in the name of justice and honor and report and journalism, and he's getting treated like he's a jerk-off.
Right.
Right? Because this lady, this squawking bird, has zero control in her life, I have to assume. Now, she holds herself in some high regard because she has a key to a door. Where in the world do we... nowhere else does a set of keys make you feel that you have that level of power. She has zero power once she's outside that door, but she's hanging on to every thread of it so much so that she gets to the point where she's because I felt disrespect from her. She's disrespecting this dude, clowning him. This is a grown man who said, sweetheart, I'm good. I'm not scared of this dude. I'm visiting my friend, basically, at this point.
Right.
To what she says is like, oh, no. I don't trust your word. What you think doesn't matter. You have to do what I say because this is my world. I think I'm somebody because of this key. Because I sit on that side of the door and can open it and close it. I think I'm a somebody. And this is this in general...
You're really getting fired up here.
Zin pouch.
Take a second for yourself. So I want to, while you're sipping your drink there, I think it's the only situation where the key represents power. I would think like 90% of the time, the person with the key is showing some level of fear/precaution, right? Like you lock the doors to your house when you leave because you don't want anybody to break in. You lock the doors when you're done work because you don't want anybody to try to get past. You know what I mean?
Nobody wants keys.
Right.
You give somebody a ring. There's that saying that's like, if you get a key, you need a raise.
Okay, right, because it puts you in charge of security, basically.
Now you got another responsibility that you don't want.
Right.
This squawking bird is thriving on the fact that
she's got a key. She's controlling other people's
kicking,
lives.
Yeah, she's kicking him around. And she's only... This guy, luckily, this guy has some sense and some logic, and he's like, whatever this bird... Because shortly thereafter, the podcast, he goes, Alex came into the room, and I sat next to him. Right. Right? Like, just a spit in her face, just to say, like, listen, lady.
We're going to do what we're going to do.
Yeah, like, get the hell out of here.
Now, so do you think that she needs at least some level of precaution when she's doing this? Do you think it's her attitude or exactly what she's trying to accomplish that's bothering you the most?
I think that there's some level of precaution for sure.
Okay.
Is necessary.
Because like you said, he's a law-abiding, good guy citizen, but is he though? Like, she doesn't know that.
Correct.
So there's a certain amount of...
Here he goes. No, because here's the problem.
No, because I'm with you, but what I'm saying is it's not the job it's not the position. It's her fucking attitude that's the problem. He could have come in and said, look, I don't know who you are, so just do me a favor. Sit on this side. Keep your hands where I could see them. I just need to know I could trust you.
Listen,
And
it has very little to do with her position and everything to do with her attitude.
Right.
The problem is that this is the attitude that's
common attitude.
carried across.
Right. It's the base
because
level attitude. She's not an anomaly.
You become a CEO because you couldn't pass the what's the word? Public works, public union, public service. You couldn't pass the public service test for anything else.
Okay.
So now you became a CEO. You went to 48 hours of boot camp.
Right.
I know CEOs personally.
Right.
Who I don't really like in my personal life. They're obnoxious broads like this.
You got one cop and 2 COs in your life and you can't stand it.
Loudmouth, angry birds. Like the bird that I know who's a CEO is this exact squawking top.
Right.
She sounds like me without any filters on. Squawk. And this is the problem, is that these CEOs have zero control anywhere else in their life. And they're wired in such a way that they crave control. It's an odd thing, right? I've never had control of anything, right?
Okay.
Until now, I have a little bit of control of my life, but for a long period of time, I was not in control of anything. I still don't feel like I'm in control of anything.
Control's not a real thing.
And I have zero interest in controlling anything, right?
That's the definitive part. Control is not real. But do you have interest in pretending like you have control? That's what defines.
And I can only attribute that to self-confidence.
Okay.
Right? This is how I piece it together as of right now. Is like, I don't need control of anything because I have control of self, and it's all kind of locked in inside of me. And I'm confident and comfortable in who I am that I don't need you. How many times do I say things like, hey, do whatever you do. Whatever you do, I'm for it.
Right.
I want you to do what you want to do.
Right.
So I don't. Alexander Smith knows some COs and they're cool with him. That's cool. I respect it. I can't tell you that I know a CO. I'm cool with the CO, but she's this same squawking bird attitude of trying to be on top of everything. This CO that I know in the real world, every time she comes into my house, she's telling me who she was arguing with at the grocery store.
Right.
Every time, without fail, she walks in and goes, this is her first words. Absolutely, every time. You wouldn't believe what this bitch said to me. Every time, without fail. Because there's this disconnect in the idea of like, I'm going to be an adult babysitter. Right? I have no power and no pull. I can't work myself into somebody who can have. The only people worse than COs are POs.
What about DAs?
Oh, yeah, they're pretty trash, too.
Okay.
They're pretty trash, too.
Throw around initials like that.
But there's this odd thing, like, for me, personally, I cannot comprehend the idea of wanting to be an adult babysitter. Right? Like, okay, you get benefits, you get a $50,000 a year paycheck, but that's like as if there's not another option in the world. There's all the other options in the world besides being a CO, PO, or DA.
Like, is there an ideal CO that if they were everybody's CO, people would be better
like people
off
would like them? There's COs in the joint who are respected. I don't think, through and through, that a CO can be of benefit because the way the system is structured.
Okay.
Right? Like there's a couple of old head COs who are like 54. They're on their last year before they get their pension. So they're like throwing caution to the wind and they're like sitting guys down and having real talks with them and trying to be a part of something that helps somebody. But the system, as we've gone over time and time again, is not. The system is designed to keep the mind from thinking, as AZ once so supremely said to us, right? It's not here to have you think your way into a new, better way of life.
No.
We're here to jerk you off so that you raise the recidivism rate.
I mean,
we
even if
want
they were
you
here to
coming
do that,
back.
it would be better.